Glenn Beckert was drafted from Allegheny College as an amateur free agent by the Boston Red Sox in 1962, then he was selected by the Chicago Cubs from the Boston Red Sox in the first-year minor league draft. He spent 3 years in the minors as a shortstop, where he led the Pacific Coast League in putouts and assists in 1964. Following the sudden death of Cubs second baseman, Ken Hubbs in 1964, the Cubs brought Beckert to the major leagues as their second baseman for the 1965 season. Beckert played 9 seasons as the Cubs second baseman. During his entire Cub tenure, he played alongside shortstop Don Kessinger. If Bill Mazeroski was thought of as the best defensive second baseman to play during the 1960s, then Glenn Beckert had to be, if not a close second, at least closer than anyone else in the National League during that decade. Beckert led the National League in assists during his rookie year, and went on to become a 4-time All-Star. He was a tough batter, leading the league 5 times in fewest strikeouts per at-bats. In 1968, he led the league in runs and won the National League Gold Glove Award for second baseman. He had his best offensive season in 1971 when he had a .342 batting average to finish third in the National League Batting Championship behind Joe Torre and Ralph Garr. After the 1973 season, he was traded along with Bobby Fenwick to the San Diego Padres for Jerry Morales. Beckert was a utility infielder and pinch hitter with the Padres before being released in May 1975. He is an inductee in the Chicagoland Sports Hall of Fame. Mr. Beckert passed away at the age of 79. May he rest in peace.
It means a lot, too, to an outfielder to know he's got Kessinger and Beckert guarding short and second.
That's right, Jack. With a couple of guys like that, you know, not too many balls are going to get through the infield. And, of course, your outfielders have to back up no matter whether they catch the ball or not. But it's a little extra, you know these guys are there and they're going to get to that ball.
I think that, Jack, the main thing is a matter of, as all sports are, is a matter of timing. And different fellows have different ways of timing. Now, you have to take Don now. Beginning in 1965 season, they had Roberto Pena, who is probably 4'7" or 5'7" or whatever, you know, he's so short, and then Don's being so rangy and tall. But I think it's just a matter of experience and working together day in and day out. You get in habits, try to get in good habits. Last September we were in a few bad habits.
Where does Glenn like that ball on the second when he's the pivot man?
I tell you, Glenn turns a double play real well, Jack, and it's not too much trouble. You just get it over there near the base, and he does a good job.
You kind of got the impression, because of his hitting, that Ernie's fielding might sometimes be underestimated?
I think Ernie's, the only thing about Ernie's, his legs might be slowing up a little bit. Might not be covering the ground, but I guarantee every ball that Ernie gets to, he catches. And he's the greatest in the ball in the dirt. In fact, it gets so when I throw a ball in the dirt or Kess throws a ball in the dirt, I hit for
the batter will be Glenn Beckert. Drysdale back to the plate to Beckert. That's line down the left field line, foul in the lower deck, in the count 0-1. Drysdale's last start was the 3rd of July. That was at Dodger Stadium against Cincinnati. It might have been the best game he pitched all year. He went 7 innings and had no decision. Don into the windup, and the strike 1 pitch to Beckert. Line drive, base hit to center field.